What's up? It's another Thursday, another Q&A. Welcome back. Every Thursday we do a Q&A, so please, like I said, every Thursday we do this. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share it, all that, do everything. So come on, help your boy out. I know you guys can. Let's just get the algorithm going. Let's get this video everywhere. After all this breaking news, I assume a lot of you guys have important questions, so let's go answer this. So the first of them is, would you rather uppercut a pigeon or a sleeping puppy? Yeah, I should have expected this already. So I think I'm going to go with pigeon. I mean, who the hell likes pigeons? Let's be honest. You know, I mean, I don't mean to offend you bird lovers over here, but definitely a puppy is way more enjoyable than a pigeon. So yeah, I'd have to uppercut the pigeon, just because also, I mean, they always are kind of annoying. I mean, I don't know if you guys live in New York or wherever you guys live, but especially in New York, I mean, you know, you'll be eating on the outside, and all of a sudden these birds are just expecting handouts over here. I guess so do puppies too, but you know, I don't know, it's different. Puppies are just better. I would have to go with the pigeon though. I mean, who cares about pigeons? Why do people want Jon Jones to diet and cut weight when he's fighting a heavyweight? I agree. No, you guys, if you guys didn't check out my video breaking down Jon Jones' physique, I'll have it up in the corner and all of that. But basically, I agree with everything that you're saying. Basically, you know, if you guys look at the heavyweight division, a lot of the guys aren't bodybuilders. You look at Francis Ngannou, and he's just a freak of nature, and you notice he gets tired. It's because of all that muscle. It's really not good to carry so much muscle at any division, right? If you look at the more muscular guys, the ones that get tired, like Apollo Costa, he's gotten tired before. Usman's really the only weird one that manages to pack on muscle while doing cardio at the same time. I wonder why that is. Not gonna make any allegations here, but it's definitely not good to be super muscular. I think Jon Jones's build is really good. You see his back muscles are very strong for wrestling. He definitely has a really good physique for fighting. I think it's actually a really perfect physique. It might not look the most appealing, it might not look the most sexy for the beach, but I actually think it's a really good physique. So no, I don't think a lot of people should focus on the muscle, because look at how he performed. He performed really good. No, Cyril Gane is jacked, so I hope you guys realize body doesn't matter, especially when you look at fights like Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. I know that's boxing, but check that out, because that's a crazy fight. If Jon wins Saturday, do you think he officially wins the GOAT discussion? Well, this was before obviously Jon Jones won, and I gotta say, yes, I think Jon Jones is officially undisputedly the GOAT. Like, I don't know how anybody could dispute this. I don't know how anybody could argue against this. Jon Jones is the GOAT. I thought he was a GOAT beforehand, so this just is a cherry on the top. I mean, the way he took care of Cyril Gane on a 3-year layoff, a guy that's bigger than him, I mean, he deserves pound for pound #1, which he rightfully got. And I don't even mean to come off as like a Jon Jones super fan, because I'm not a super fan of Jon Jones, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't say like I'm a Jon Jones hater. I'm just somewhere in the middle. I thought it would be cool for the heavyweight division if he won, but other than that, it's not like I wanted him to win personally. So this comes from a totally unbiased standpoint. Yeah, I think he definitely enters the GOAT conversation and wins it. I mean, I really don't think you could say anybody else with a straight face is the GOAT, unless you're going to tell me, oh, PEDs matter. And my argument to that is like, look, I think a lot of guys are on PEDs and steroids. A lot of guys that you wouldn't even expect. You know, it's just one of those things where USADA is really just bad at catching people. They're getting even worse at catching people. I don't even think they're really trying to catch people. Like, you look at someone like Conor, clearly on steroids. Obviously, he has a pass, but there's definitely tons of people that are clearly on steroids that are just given like jackets to left and right here. So I wouldn't really say that that kind of limits you, just because unfortunately I think a lot of people are on steroids anyway. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised to hear if GSP was on steroids his whole career. Not saying that I see signs, I'm just saying like I'm not an expert, but overall I just really wouldn't be surprised to see if these top dudes were on steroids. All right, we've seen the 3 African kings and now the 3 Mexican champions if you count interim titles. Where will the next group of 3 champions come from? So this is actually hilarious, because one of my first Q&As, someone asked me this. It was like, oh, we have 3 African kings, who will be the next to lead it? And I said Mexico. I did say Mexico. I want a record. I said, hey, I think Mexico's coming up. They have a slew of title fights coming up. I could see it going their way. I had said Mexico, but I will say that the Brazilian resurgence is coming. Yes, you can go with the Dagestan guys and go with Islam. Maybe Magomed gets a title shot, and maybe you get another one, Umar. I guess you can go that direction, but I personally think that we're going to see the Brazilian resurgence coming soon. I think a lot of these Dagestani guys, I think people are starting to figure out how to beat them. You know, you see with Islam Makhachev, a lot of people consider Islam the loser of that fight. We saw Magomed draw with Jan Blachowicz. Like, I think their style is slowly going away. Like, I think the wow factor is going away. I think their strengths are going away. I think we'll see that when Umar climbs the top. I really like Umar Nurmagomedov. I actually think he's a really good fighter, and he's definitely like one of my favorites out of the Nurmagomedov. I just think finally people are starting to study the film and people are realizing how to beat them. I mean, they've been dominant for how many years? Like, it's only a matter of time. I think I'm going to say the Brazilian resurgence is coming soon. Maybe we get Charles Oliveira, hopefully, to win the belt back. As you guys know, I'm a massive fan of him. I mean, we already got Amanda Nunes, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe even American wrestling too could come back. Do you think they should make the Bo Nickal fight a no contest? Was thinking about doing a follow-up video about this, because I'm kind of mad about this whole Bo Nickal situation. Now, in my original video reacting to it, I did acknowledge it was a low blow, but I kind of just passed it off. I kind of shrugged it off, which in hindsight, I don't think I should have done. I think it's a lot bigger of a deal, because we're talking about someone's career and Jamie Pickett, and I rewatched the fight and was like, damn, Jamie Pickett was doing pretty well up until that point. Granted, it was like 20 20 seconds or so, but he was defending the takedown, and I think he would have defended that takedown. And if it was on the feet, I think maybe Jamie Pickett wins. I think Bo Nickal is a little overhyped right now, and so I think it just sucks for him because it was a massive opportunity, and he really could have shown how good he is and really made a big name for himself with that win. And it just annoys me too that the fact that nobody's mentioning this low blow. But then the reason I really got annoyed was that Bo Nickal was asked about it on the Ariel Helwani show, and his reaction was just basically like, you know, it didn't happen, when, you know, you could literally watch the footage. It's pretty clear that it happened. Like, if Bo Nickal was like, hey, it's a low blow, but the ref didn't call it, so I'm gonna do my job, I totally understand that, because I don't blame him for keep going. At the end of the day, it's a fight. If the ref doesn't see it, then what are you gonna do? Just give up the position? At the end of the day, the other person is trying to hurt you, so you're just defending yourself. I really don't care. I don't blame Bo Nickal for going forward, but at least be honest about it. Like, don't lie about it, and that's what's annoying to me. That's why I'm more annoyed about the situation than I was on Sunday when I did the video on it, but it is what it is. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Bo Nickal's too big of a star anyway for the UFC to really care, so that's just my reaction to it. How can you call yourself a New Yorker and like New Jersey? So if you guys don't remember, a few videos back, someone asked me what were my thoughts on New Jersey. I just was like, hey, I don't mind New Jersey, and I got a few relatives there, Six Flags there, but apparently now I'm getting shamed. Like, I guess I can't like New Jersey. I know a lot of people don't like New Jersey. I didn't say it was my favorite place. Of course I'd rather New York. You know, who would rather go to New Jersey? No offense if you lived in New Jersey. I mean, I guess the cost of living is a little bit better, but to my New Jersey people, you know, I love you. To my New York people, I love you. To everybody, I love you if you're subscribed. Maybe a dumb question, but do you think there are fighters you can beat in BJJ if you two were the same weight? Short answer, no. Yeah, no, there's definitely no one. I'm not very high level in that even. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think there's more likely someone, maybe if we were the same weight, that maybe I could beat in striking. Like, if I were to just to pick a terrible striker, I think maybe I could make that argument, like a Ben Askren, you know? But no, I don't think in BJJ, no. I don't think that there's anybody I could beat in the UFC that I could think about on top of my head. Like, even a guy like Conor McGregor, who is known to be a really good striker and not good on the ground, he's a black belt. People don't realize that he's a black belt, but he's actually a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He just decides not to use it for some reason, but no, he's a black belt. If you ask Islam, he's a fake black belt, but that's just that. Bo Nickal, in my opinion, is pretty amateur at pure jiu-jitsu, but his wrestling just makes up for it. Like, no way I'm gonna be able to do anything with that. So yeah, no, I'm definitely probably no. I gotta be humble on this one. No, there's no way. All right, next question. Do you think the UFC messed up not signing Roberto Soldic because his style is so fun to watch, and fights versus Wonderboy, Shavkat, and a trilogy with Dricus would be great overall? Do you think he even signs with the UFC because he is still young? And do you see Yaroslav Amosov doing in the UFC? He is 27-0 and 30 years old. He even has training videos with Hamza where he looks like a beast. So these are one championship guys for a lot of you guys that don't know that just watch the UFC. I'm not as familiar with one. I do know the guys because, Peter, you have asked the question I think a while ago, and I did do the research back then. You know, I think the thing with the UFC, unfortunately, is just that they're bigger than the fighters themselves. Like, any fighter on their roster except for Conor, they're bigger than. And it's unfortunate because it's like they basically have all the control in that situation, and really it doesn't matter for the UFC if they sign whoever. Of course I would love the UFC to like sign those guys because they are high level dudes, and the first time you asked, I didn't know who they were, but I did check them out because of that, and I didn't even know the other guy trained with Hamza, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, I think they should sign a lot more high level guys. I mean, one championship kind of has better pure mixed martial artists in my opinion. What I mean by that is like they have like higher level like pure Muay Thai fighters or pure you name it, like because they do split up. They have mixed martial arts, they have kickboxing fights, like so they kind of specialize in that kind of thing, where I think the UFC does have overall better fighters and better competition. One also has some underrated fighters on the roster and are probably second in terms of like best fighters on the roster. So yeah, I think while it would be cool to sign some of those guys, especially that are in other promotions, I just don't think the UFC are going to sweat it too much. But yeah, I think those guys should definitely be signed because they are pretty young. Would you ever make an OnlyFans for your fans? I do have an OnlyFans. If you guys actually click the join button here, you know, I got some erotic spicy photos, you know, some things that I don't want the regular subscribers to see, things that only you guys get to see. So, you know, go hit that. You know, you get a nice little Discord link, you get a few emojis. In all seriousness, the Discord link, I will advise, is not ready right now. I have to do some work on that because I honestly don't know much about Discord. So I got to get someone on that. Like, I got to just ask one of my friends, be like, yo, you know what to do? But I've just been meaning to for a while. But yeah, go hit that join button. That's the OnlyFans button. So go hit that if you're interested. And it's a lot cheaper. It's like $4. Like, come on, let's do this. Final question. What are your thoughts on Conor pushing Michael Chandler? That's gonna be the title of this video. So yeah, you know, obviously there's been a lot of talk. Obviously we covered this a few weeks ago that a mysterious incident did happen on last Friday. What was that incident? Well, we finally got some clarity. I believe Photo Amy or something like that. I'm gonna put her at there just to give her credit for reporting this. Apparently a fighter got knocked out, and I assume it's Conor's fighter. Apparently Conor McGregor hopped in the octagon, pushed Michael Chandler. Apparently some teammate got slapped, and apparently the whole thing happened. Security had to come in, the commission had to step in and separate everybody, which if you guys will watch my video, basically is what I predicted happened, which surprisingly I was pretty accurate on that. I said that Conor McGregor probably got upset because his team was losing. Maybe they got into some sort of altercation conversation with Chandler. He pushed Chandler, and then they got separated. I didn't predict the slapping thing, but that's pretty much word for word what I said I thought would happen. Mystic Jack back at it again with his predictions. I'm literally not even just predicting fights. I'm predicting beefs. Like that's just another level. But no, in all seriousness, you know, not surprising to hear this. I mean, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, I thought they were going to be a little more formal than this because they did have a lot of respect each other in the beginning. So yeah, I'm a little surprised there. I'm just excited for this TUF season. Like May 30th, I'm so excited. Like we're going to have videos breaking down what happens in TUF. Like, I'm going to be doing reactions every Wednesday. They're going to come out at 10 a.m. just reacting to the night before. It's going to be all fun. I can't wait for the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know about you guys. Well, I already know you guys are excited. Now everyone's excited. Everyone was commenting in my comment section like most hype season of TUF ever. Everyone knows that this is going to be a great season. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow we're going to be doing, I think there's going to be a special video tomorrow. I'm not 100% either tomorrow or Saturday. I might need a little more time because let me just say, like, what made my channel pop off was destroying Patty. You know, I destroyed Patty's legacy. I ruined his career, and there might be someone else getting that treatment. Let's just say that, like, someone is getting their career ruined within the next week. Like, I'm burying them. You know, I don't really shit on fighters that much on the channel, but this guy isn't even really a fighter. So we're just gonna get into that. That's the tease here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and leave questions for next Thursday. I'll answer it then. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.